I haven't. I'm still sick. So I'm gonna try to make this very quickly, guys. Also, I'm still listening to the post race stuff because there's a lot of stuff going on. So that's why I have the AirPod in my ear. So I'm listening to this in case we get any updates of what's going on. Remember, F1 is very, 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 very strict about using any footage from their races, so I cannot show anything. I don't even want to show pictures, honestly. Like it's a little bit crazy with how strict they are. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep this very short because I'm not feeling well and I'm muscling through it to be able to just talk. Every time I talk, it gets worse. So let's talk about this. Okay, so F1 literally just had the most controversial, dramatic, intense battle ever. And honestly, in motorsport that I can remember, I've never seen something like this. I've seen championship battles. I've seen 1v1 battles. I've seen a race determined in the final race with the drivers being tied heading into points. Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards 2011 in NASCAR. I've seen double points be rewarded between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton fighting for a championship. I have not seen Senna and Prost wreck in 1990 because, Suzuka. I was not born. I was born in 97, same age as the current world champion, actually. The point is, there's a ton of anger and toxicity and everything between fans, but in the end, no matter what, legitimately, like, we will never see anything like this again. You remember 2012 when Aguero scored the game-winning goal for Manchester City? You're never going to see anything like that ever again. You will never see a championship tied into the final race come down to a safety car, controversy of when to restart the safety car on the final lap with a last lap pass to determine the world championship. It will never happen again. I promise you, it's not happening. Like, the circumstances that happened for this to happen, I'll probably be dead by the time we get anything closer to this. Or if F1 wants to create a one race, playoff like NASCAR, then maybe we'll get this more often. But it was it wasn't an incredible race. I mean, Lewis had it, shaped up. But I'm gonna assume we all know what happened in the race. And again, protests are still going on. So Mercedes is currently protesting two different things. They're protesting the safety car regulations, and then they're protesting whether Max Verstappen overtook during the safety car restart. When safety car was ending, did he overtake Hamilton? That second one will not uphold it anyway. That will just not happen. Verstappen was alongside Hamilton. Did he maybe go ahead of him for a split second? Yes, because Hamilton was slowing down. It's just that simple. You can look at, they'll have telemetry. You're not going to penalize Verstappen for being ahead for a tenth of a second. Now, I'm not talking about a tenth of a second on track. I'm talking about a tenth of a second in real time. It won't happen. So that one won't uphold. The other one, they're going via regulations and stuff. Mercedes are trying to figure out a way to say that the FIA did not follow regulations. This one's going to head into the courts. But I have a strong belief about all this, and this is how it's going to go. I can promise you right now, this is how it's going to go. And if I'm wrong, then you can come back and laugh at me. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. The result will stay the same. Red Bull and Verstappen will not be penalized because Red Bull and Verstappen did not do anything wrong. The FIA will not be. None of this will work. So listening to Sky Sports explain the regulations, the wording, how it says any cars might be allowed to go past that are a lap down. It doesn't say all. It doesn't say some. It's not clear cut. There is no way. And this is more of a politics and a motorsport thing. Governing bodies will not change the result of a world championship. In NASCAR, you will never see the champion in the final race fail post-race inspection. It just won't happen. They'll never do it. They will never change the result 3 hours after it ended. You already had all the merchandise go out. All the results have been posted. Everything is going everywhere. The money's flowing. The system's going. The economy's working. Like it's done. The race ended. And it's done. Max Verstappen's world champion. To reverse that decision, and if in the metaverse, right, in a hypothetical different universe, that the result got overchanged, it wouldn't happen today. It wouldn't happen tomorrow. It wouldn't happen a week from now. It would happen probably in January after Christmas, maybe even longer. It would probably happen in a 2022 because that's how far this would have to go into the courts, into independent courts, in order to figure out a way to then strip Max Verstappen of the title, which again will not happen because Verstappen and Red Bull did nothing wrong. The only outcome that could possibly happen is the race being called null and void because there were some sort of regulation things that were not followed. And if the race was then called null and void, Verstappen's world champion. So there is just no way this gets overturned. I want everyone to understand that because it's not happening. This is politics at its finest. This is money changing hands. I'm not saying there's like laundry going on, but this is just everyone keeping their own interest as a priority. The FIA will prioritize themselves. They'll prioritize their integrity. Mercedes will go after Red Bull and go after the FIA and go after regulations. And Red Bull will just celebrate because Red Bull did nothing wrong. They got lucky. They got extremely lucky. And Mercedes got extremely unlucky. So for Lewis Hamilton, I want to make sure this is very quickly noted as my event is now experiencing technical difficulties. So now I can't even listen to what's going on with the updates. But Lewis Hamilton got screwed, okay? But it happens, okay? I've seen in motorsport all the time drivers literally about to win a race and then a caution or a safety car or something, or Verstappen's tire exploding with a few laps to go and back. Something always happens that's so incredibly unlucky. Safety car. First of all, did the safety car deserve to come out? Yes. Latifi was parked into the wall and part of the track, debris all over the place, safety car. There's no debate, okay? What happens after that is all about the FIA trying to get the race restarted because, like I said, what is in everyone's best interest in that moment right there in the span of, 5 laps to go and there's a safety car? The FIA's best, for the interest for themselves, let's get the car out of the way. Marshals, get the car out of the way, okay? Boom. There we go. Now, how do we get the race under green? Because the worst thing for the FIA is ending it under caution. And no matter what anyone tells you, that is going to be one of the things that they were looking at and thinking about in the heat of that moment was, how do we get this race to not end under a safety car? Because do you understand how bad of a look it is for F1, for FIA, for the sponsors, for the branding, for all of that, if the race ended under a safety car? It would be abysmal. It would be horrible. So, in the FIA's best interest, in that exact moment where you have to make a decision, you know what's going to happen. They're going to go for their best interest, which is get the race back going, which is what they did. They got the race back going. How they did it is where this is going to get into a lot of trouble because they let 4 cars pass around the safety car. They let 4 lap cars go, but they didn't let everyone go. Again, in the regulations, it states any cars that are a lap down will be allowed under the race director's authority to pass the safety car, and then at the following lap, you restart the race. That's where Mercedes is going to go with the protest. This is where I think it could go a little bit far, but again, it will not change the race result. Red Bull will win the championship. Because the regulations state any and not all and not some, this is not going to go anywhere. They're not going to be able to get the championship away from Verstappen. It's Verstappen's championship. And Lewis just got screwed. Like, there is nothing you can say that will make Lewis feel better. It is what he got royally screwed. Now, earlier in the race, he got lucky because he was supposed to give that position back when Verstappen and him went side by side into the chicane. Verstappen stayed within the track. Same exact incident happened last race. The same incident. And remember, it was the incident before the red flag where then Michael Massey was like, oh, well, my opinion is you should give this back. So you go to P3. Verstappen was forced to give the place back. The same incident happened today, and Hamilton did not have to give the place back, which is why I say that Lewis gets extremely lucky because the inconsistency from the FIA was unbelievable. And that was something that, happened throughout the entire last few weeks, ended up in this chaos that's going on right now. So Hamilton gets lucky at the beginning, gets extremely unlucky at the end. He did everything he was supposed to do. The team could not pit him. If the team pits him, Verstappen stays out. And it's just something like, it's the benefit of being in second when there's a safety car. You could do whatever the front car doesn't do. So it's just incredibly unlucky for Mercedes and for Hamilton. I will want to say, Mercedes need to be very careful with how far they take this and how Toto Wolff and everyone at Mercedes talks over the next few days and weeks and all that. Because they always state, Mercedes will always state, we like to fight it out on track. We accept this decision. We accept this penalty. We want to determine it on track. They're literally going to take this to the courts. So they're going to just be, it is what it is. So the moral of the story is, and I want to keep this short because I'm dying over here, guys. Mercedes, Red Bull, Verstappen, Hamilton, FIA, safety cars, all these people, they will do what's in their best interest. It does not matter what. If you put Red Bull and you put Christian Horner in Toto Wolff and Mercedes position, they would protest. They would say it's a farce. They would say it's the worst thing that's ever happened. And Toto Wolff and Mercedes, if they were in Red Bull's position and Hamilton got lucky with the safety car and he wins his 8th title, they'd say, we got lucky. This is the greatest. Lewis Hamilton's the greatest of all time. It's all just whatever works for you. Okay, that's all this is. And we can watch the drama and the controversy take place. And I want to make one last note is that you have your a power of yours to voice your opinion on Twitter. But please do not be toxic and send death threats and harass people and all this nonsense that I see on F1 with Twitter. Just remember, you have a name. People know who you are. Just because you have a Twitter account or you hide behind a keyboard, trust me, people know who you are, and you will be held responsible for your words and your actions. So please do not be toxic to other people that you might not know or you just communicate with on an internet space. It's really, 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 really annoying. And trust me, people will understand the kind of person you are because anything you say on the internet will be held against you. Trust me on that. I'm going to end it there, guys. I would recommend, don't go into the comments on Twitter. Follow respected journalists. Follow the F1 Twitter account. Follow respected people that are going to report the news throughout the rest of today and throughout the rest of the next coming weeks, because this will go to the courts. I'm pretty sure it won't get anywhere, but I'm pretty sure it will go to the courts. And just be respectful. And take care of yourselves. Congratulations to Max Verstappen. He is a world champion, and he deserves it. 394 something points. He did a great job throughout the entire season. Lewis Hamilton did a great job. It was a fantastic fight. It was a fantastic battle, and there are a lot of things that need to be cleaned up. The FIA definitely has to be more consistent. We need to figure out the rules when racing side by side. Are you allowed to push someone off the track? If you go off the track, are you allowed to gain an advantage? The stewards need to be much more consistent. All this stuff needs to be worked on, but at the end of the day, it was a fantastic season. We're never going to see anything like this again, and what an incredible battle. I'm going to go heal up. I'm going to try to post this. I'm going to go heal up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day, and enjoy the drama that will ensue, because it will be a lot of drama, a lot of legal talk, and a lot of people thinking they know what they're talking about, but they really don't. So let's all sit back. Let's watch what the heck's going to happen, because maybe it's over. Maybe it's not over. I'm telling you right now, it's probably most likely 99.99999999999999999999999999999% over. But there's maybe we slide a little bit of money at the table. Politics go here, politics go there. Maybe there's a slight chance that it extends. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. What a race! What a season! Incredible. I love motorsport. God damn, I love motorsport. Also, shout out NASCAR Race Control. You guys do not suck as much as the FIA do. So good job, NASCAR. I'm proud of you. Your playoffs suck. Determining this in one race sucks. But your race control, it's not as bad as I thought. You got your race. Bravo, everyone. Applaud for NASCAR. Everyone, beautiful scenes, NASCAR. Good job, everyone in race control, because you guys have never, ever, ever effed up a race as bad as the FIA have the last few weeks. So good job, guys. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.